Hi and welcome to my PlayHouse, and today I'm going to be reviewing another thermostat, a digital thermostat, and this is kind of for all of my German viewers. I've noticed that German viewers, they like to see films about thermostats, and so I went to ALDI, that's a German company here in Denmark that sells very reasonably priced food and equipment, and this is a thermostat made in Germany. So the Germans and the Americans are battling on my YouTube channels of who gets the most views, and the Germans are a little bit behind right now, so if all the Germans watch this twice, you'll win. But I bought this thermostat in Aldi and it was very clearly 129 Danish crowns, and I will translate that into dollars for the American viewers who, if you want to be in this battle, have to watch this film too. But I'm gonna be unboxing this and have a look at it. These thermostats are rarely similar. I have now, this is the fourth different model that I bought, so I hope I'm getting the hang of it. But let's move a bit closer and open the nasty plastic box and have a look at it. So here we have the box, and I'm just gonna try to gently remove the price so that, yeah, that wasn't that gentle. I'm just gonna put that there so that I can read what's behind it. This is all in Danish, even though the Made in Germany is right up here and the German flag, but this has been meant for the Danish market, so everything is in Danish. And what it says is easy to install with a click lock, doesn't make much sound, and menu controlled control, and it includes batteries. And there's a nice picture here of the energy saving thermostat for radiators. Save up to 30% on your heating expense, and they have a nice drawing about how you can use this. This spar means save, and varme means heating. So this is like night saving, and then you heat during the morning, and you save and you heat again. I don't know why you would want to do it like the way. I think this is more meant for having a good picture than a real idea of how to use this. And then heat again at night, so that's pretty okay. And it has some features. It has anti-frost automatic, which means it turns on if the system, if the temperature in the thermostat reaches a specific temperature, a low one. And it has anti-calcium function, which means it works the vent, the spring thing on the radiator from time to time, just to make sure that it doesn't get stuck. And it can do holiday settings, has a timer function, it has kids lockdown mode, so that kids are not able to play with buttons and turn the dial. And it has a detector. I don't know what that is. Oh, it detects if a window has been opened. And it has a manual, and it's made in Germany. That was what's on that box. On the behind of it, there is some more. There's some what's in the box and how to install it, and something about how to install it. And then there is something about this thing that is actually pretty hard to come by to program your thermostat. And here I had a question on my YouTube channel on one of the other thermostats of where to buy this thing, and apparently there's a website here, so that might not be a bad idea. They're actually doing a bit of advertising for it. But let's get this out of the plastic so that we can see what we got and put in the batteries and see what happens. It's very much possible that we have to put this on a radiator to be able to program it. But let's have a look at it first. I have a scissor. First, here is a nice piece of paper that shows the different valve types. Apparently these are different valves on different radiators. Yeah, I've never seen this before, so it's kind of a new thing. Looks good. In Denmark we have these, mostly we have these Danfoss valves, because Danfoss is a Danish company, so they're kind of everywhere. That's cool. I'm gonna save that. That might be handy. Let's see what else is in the box. We have a quick release thing that you mount on the radiator. That's there. We have 3 different fittings for the quick release to fit on the different radiator types. We have the very important screw and bolt, and this is a Phillips head, which that actually varies from type to type, if there's a flat or if it's a Phillips head. We have a manual, which I'll go read, and we have the thermostat, and not to forget the 2 batteries. These thermostats usually don't use that much power. It's pretty normal for a thermostat, like, I don't know this model, but these models to last the batteries a couple of years, and that's pretty good. Let's open up. That's where the batteries are supposed to be. Looks okay. And there is still German manufacturer description in there. There's another email address right there. Probably the guys that has made it. So yeah, it looks pretty good. It's very solid. The display is not that big. We will try and compare it with another one. The wheel is, I guess it's okay. The buttons, I would have liked them to say click, I think. And here is the release for the quick release. That goes on there, and it comes off when you press the button, so that's pretty cool. So I'll go read the manual. So I went through the manual on this thermy radiator thermostat, and it's rather good. This one is in Danish, because the box is very clearly meant for the Danish market. Everything is in Danish. For video use, it's really easier when it's made in English, but never mind. This thermostat is very much like the last thermostat that I made a review on, and I'm just gonna show you that. It lives right out here. I just prepare, and it's this one. It's a Silver Quest thermostat. The function of them are more or less exactly the same. So it's not going to be a big problem to configure this thermostat. Except it has to be put on a radiator. I found that out with the Silver Quest. You cannot this model you cannot program it before it's actually on a radiator, or at least I didn't find a way to do that, but we can configure the date and the time and stuff like that by just putting in the battery. And now that we are with the batteries, there was a whole section on how dangerous the batteries were, which I found a kind of irritating. Let's see. Yeah, it's all of this in the manual. See that? This section is all about what to do with the batteries and how dangerous these are, and if you get it in your eyes, contact the doctor, and yada yada yada. It's really waste. We are not that stupid. Thank you. But we'll put in the batteries, and this thermostat has a really nice drawings of the batteries, how to put them in, so this should be fairly easy. That's one goes that way and the other one goes the other way, and something shows up. Oops. And how to put this back on, like that. And it wanna know the date. 2010. Probably the software in this thing is from 2010. We have 2014. And let's see if this is the month. 10, 11, 12, 1st. Yeah, we are in December. And right now it's the 11th of December. And it needs some time. And right now it's alright. Might as well put the right time in it. I don't need to do this more than once until the batteries run out. It's 15. I'm just gonna check the time behind me. And 15:21. So you turn the wheel and you use the buttons. Now it says prepare. It's subtracting the mechanisms in here to prepare the thermostat to be installed on the radiator, and it does this for the easiest possible installation. And now it says INST, which is short for install. So we're gonna put it on a radiator, the one right here behind me or beside me, and I already have these on the radiator, so we are just gonna unplug the thermostat that is on there and plug this in for movie purposes. So let's turn the camera around and see this is my thermostat in my kitchen here. This is a really nice German model, and it comes off really easily, so we're gonna leave that. Funny enough, they have a really good section on how the battery is very, very dangerous. It says absolutely nothing about that. Actually, when you take off a thermostat and this pin comes out of the radiator can become really hot. My water in my system is not very hot, but if you live in an area where there's very, very hot water in the system, their entire radiator can become very hot and you could burn yourself. Now we have this section, the quick connect thing, and that just screws on here. That's good enough. And we can install this thing, and as I showed, there's a button in the bottom that releases it should be possible just to put it on here. And it clicked on. And all we have to do now is press OK, and it will take over control of the radiator. Adapting. So it will be running forth and back in here to find out how the radiator works. It found one direction and it's going the other way. And factory default, it's set to daytime 21 degrees Celsius and nighttime 16 degrees Celsius, and that's all the entire week. So let's go into program. Yeah, program. And here we can select different days. I have the idea that this thermostat is gonna be in my I have a guest room, like sleeping quarters for guests, and because it's supposed to go in there, I only need it to heat up at night and in the morning. I don't know exactly when it should heat up, but I'm gonna program it so that it heats up in the morning and it heats up in the night. Like when you get out of bed, the room is hot, and when you have to go into bed, the room is hot. And apparently I was talking too much, so we'll go back into mode, program, and there is the option of selecting different days. This is German. Tag is day, and we can select day 1 to 7, day 1 to 6, that's from Monday to Saturday, and from day 1 to day 5, that's from Monday to Friday. And there's the 7th day of the week, like day 7 is Sunday, and day 6 is Saturday. So I'm gonna try and get the 1 to 7, like that one. Okay. And I will program every day alike. See if this will work. So probably guests. I don't have any guests that gets up before 7 o'clock, but the thermostat has to turn on a bit earlier than 7 o'clock because it often takes a while to heat up a room. So 7 is probably okay. And then it will turn off at 22 hours at night, and that's a bit too late. I think we will have it turn off at 8:30. That's a long way. 8:30 it will turn off the thermostat, and then it can turn on again at night. Let's see, 9:30. Nobody goes to bed at 9:30, but for it to be hot, the room to be hot when people want to go to bed, 9:30 is probably good. And then 10:30. Okay. And to leave these blinking means we're not gonna be programming anymore. Like that. Okay. So now it shows the talk day. You can see the small, it turns on here, representation of the day from middle of the night and to the middle of the night. And this is midday, 12 o'clock. So it turns on a little bit there and a little bit there. And let's see if it doesn't. Let's see. Talk 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it kind of, now it's doing that all week. So that's probably good. I'll just leave it at that. Just press menu and it will be out. And now it's set to night temperature because I just programmed in the time, and the time right now is like 3:30, and it's outside the time where it is supposed to be heating the room. There is this 16 degrees nighttime temperature. It's probably okay. I would probably myself leave it a bit lower for my sleeping quarters, but I guess it's okay. I will unmantle this and we'll go put it on the radiator. And to take it off, you just push the button and it jumps right out. And we're gonna take this one off as well. There we are. So this is the radiator thermostat that I'm exchanging. This one is set on a fixed temperature. The temperature being represented by some number. You don't know what the number represents, but yeah, this has been working great for a lot of years. And I have like these small keys. I have been taught that they're called an Allen key. Let's see if this is the right size. It is. So I'm gonna be unscrewing this. There we are. This one is off. And don't know if you know this system, but when the little thing is fully out, means that this valve is fully open. So you press it in to close it, and it's a very little movement that is needed. And this is the thermostat has a function just to move it in and out to make sure that it doesn't get stuck. So, but we have to mount a fitting on this one, and if I'm not much mistaken, I think it's this fitting. Yeah. We need to break it off the plastic. That was easy. I want the screw things to be into the wall so that you don't hit it. There we are. It's on there. There's almost no reason to put in the screw, because it's on there pretty good. But I have the screw here with the Phillips head. It might have the same problem that I actually got on the other one, but you needed to screw the thing together before putting it on for the bolts and the screw to sink in deep enough to touch, which is kind of irritating. I have to put in the screw and the bolt like that, and screw it together. Now they connect. So I fasten it a little bit, and the bolt goes in deeper. So now when I release it, just tighten it a bit more. Now when I release it, I'll be able to put it back together. Hopefully. That's the thought anyway. Okay, I got it on. So I'm just gonna tighten this. Good. It's not gonna go anywhere in easy weather. And then there's this quick release. And that just goes there. And I tighten that kind of good, because otherwise this thing will be all over the place. And to put this on, there's actually a setting in the menu system to prepare it to go on again. So if you press menu and mode, we're gonna find the mode, and the mode should be prepare, I think. Prepare, no. So then it's install, and then it's preparing. Okay. And it's moving this back slowly, and it changes to install. So now I should be able to just push this on. I didn't really say click, but it's on there pretty good. So when I press OK, it will move the pin out again. I've seen these just jump off, but that didn't happen, so this is good. And the thermostat is installed and ready for use. So one more thermostat down, ready to be used in my house and saving heat. I'm not gonna go in through to all of the functions of this thermostat. I would like to reference to the other thermostat video that I've done on the silver crest. That is very similar to this one. All the functions are the same, the menu points are the same. I think this is a slightly different model. The buttons are different, and the scrolling select thing is different, but otherwise it's pretty much the same stuff. They're definitely in the same family. So if you want to see the window function, the holiday function, and children's security function, so that no tampering with this thing, I would like to reference to that video, because there's no reason to do that all over again. So, but thank you for watching. Do subscribe to my channel so that you can see me again doing similar stuff. Otherwise, have a really nice day. Bye.